Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is rhiannonharvest and I am a witch and pagan practitioner, and I talk about all things magical and spiritual and the occult. And today's topic, we are talking about vision boards and how to make a vision board that actually will manifest for you for your manifestations in 2024. Also, Happy New Year, and let's dive into this video because this is something I'm falling deep into this year and I'm so excited. First off, I want to say I hope you all had an amazing holiday and were able to connect with your loved ones and friends and family and had the most amount of fun. And this video is really exciting for me because this is something that I do every year, several times a year actually, to help myself manifest. And it's actually part of my spell work. So if you don't believe in witchcraft or occultism or spell work, you may find this video very helpful in terms of spiritualism and just manifestation at large. So I actually use my vision board to be part of my spell work in a larger ritual. So I am going to talk about what a vision board is and how to create yours, and how to find the right photos and vibe for you to help you manifest the year of your dreams. So let's dive in. I for years have used digital vision boards as well as physical ones on and off throughout my magical career to help manifest the things that I want to bring into my life. One of the things that I could think of top of mind was I won a year membership to a gym, completely free, and I was able to take care of my mental and physical health for an entire year just because I focused on bringing health and vitality into my life and abundance, and somehow that manifested into an entire year gym membership at Good Life. So that was awesome. To start off, what is a vision board? A vision board, really simply put, is a collage of photos and quotes and vibes that you put together in mindset with a certain vision that you have for yourself or a certain event that you'd like to have happen. Vision boards really are so much more than what people put them off to be. They're not just a collection of images on a piece of paper or on a cork board. They are your internal most wishes manifesting into physical reality. And that in itself is pure magic. So you're bringing it into the physical plane. So that's pretty darn powerful in my opinion. And in my opinion, that's spell work all on its own without any other ritual attached to it. Whether you want to call it ritual, spell work, or manifestation, it doesn't matter what it is. It works in my opinion, and I think more people should try it. So I have 3 phases that I like to go through every year to help me really cultivate the best vision board possible, to help me really hone and focus on what I want to bring into this coming year. Step 1 is honestly just getting really blatantly clear with yourself. I like to pull out a journal and some pens and just scroll down everything that I can possibly think of that I would want to bring into my reality. In my opinion, this is the step that gets left behind right before people even get started. This is the most important part, I think, is getting really super clear on what is it that you actually want. A lot of people have an idea of what they would hope to feel or experience, but they don't know what it is or why, or maybe even how that would manifest for themselves. For example, some people might want to manifest love or a relationship, but they don't know what that relationship would look like once they receive it. So they're manifesting constantly these relationships that don't connect to them, and they're wondering why they're not able to make the true connection that they're hoping for, or they're constantly attracting toxic people in their lives. They're having an abundance of love and affection come in, but is it truly the most healthy kind of attention and love that they could possibly manifest? Probably not. So what I like to do is grab my notebook and I write down every single thing that I could possibly think of, and I like to let myself really run wild with this and go as high as my hopes could fly and as far as I could reach out into the universe, even getting a little fanciful if I feel like the call to do so. So as I'm writing, I tend to channel quite often, so if you are able to channel, this is something that maybe you would like to incorporate at this point, to allow your guides and guardians and ancestors to kind of channel through you, to allow them to give you their opinion on what you should manifest into your life going forward in the next year. If you don't care about having external opinions, if you don't care about having external opinions, definitely feel free to skip this part, but I find it super valuable and helps me to understand maybe why I want to manifest a certain thing. Maybe I'll channel something through that makes sense and aligns into one of the manifestations that I've been wanting for a couple of years, and it finally makes sense as to why. And then now that I know why, I'll find different ways to be able to have that thing come into reality. So just really run wild, get creative with it, allow your inner child to just pour through. If you want, you can do some art magic at this point too. This is really fun, and you can always use it to incorporate into your vision boards later on. Step 2 is finding the method in which you want to create your vision board, as well as finding the images that you want to be sourcing from. Myself, I love to use Pinterest. And this is where I find the most beautiful and the most energy vibing photos that just really mesh with my intentions are at. So feel free to use any other type of image sourcing. If you feel that you're called to an image, go ahead and use it from magazines or old books, storybooks, all that kind of thing. Feel free. But for me, what I'm trying to manifest seems to be perfectly curated and aesthetically aligned within the vibes that I'm hoping to reel in, as well as into an expansion of different emotional, physical arrangements and body language and all different kinds of things that I can kind of all just find in one spot. So I really enjoy Pinterest for that. So for years I've been using digital vision boards, and I use them on my phone as my phone background, as my computer desktop. I just created this one behind me for my spiritual self to manifest through, the energy that I would like to cultivate in the next few months, as well as I like to have them on my Notion templates. So I love Notion, and I recently fell in love with it. I am by no means an expert, and I'm very much a novice trying to figure it out. But however, I have incorporated it into my template on Notion, and I'm able to check into my vision board every day while I'm doing my work for YouTube and while I'm planning my videos going forward, and maybe even when I'm planning some rituals and spells, that I'll go back and I'll look through my vision board on there, and then I'll able to also check off as things start to manifest, journal notes and stuff, and it's all in one place. And then of course you can choose to do a traditional one that's physical on a cork board or a piece of paper or in your diary, whatever you feel like is the most called to you. I like to put my vision board in a place that I will always see it. So put it in a place where you'll be able to see it most often. Sometimes I've been known to even create a couple of duplicate copies so I can have them in multiple rooms of my home, so that no matter what room I'm in, I'm able to access my vision and be able to reattune to what I'm hoping to manifest. Also, a part of step 2 is where we're starting to choose our images and allow them to call out to you. So I just let myself grab anything that really feels energetically vibing with me. So if that's a color palette or if that is some type of imagery or art style I really like, and I'm able to note it down in my Pinterest boards so that I'm able to go back later and review everything that I've chosen and curate it even further down into something exactly into what I want. While I'm going through the Pinterest board, I find that I am choosing photos that I never thought that I was going to like search for, but they kind of just popped up and I'm like, I also want that. So I'll put it into my pin board anyways, and if it lines up with the aesthetic and with the whole like basic vision of what I'm wanting to manifest, then I'll also include it going forward. And lastly, this is probably one of the most important parts aside from finding out and knowing what you want, is to actually put your energy into your piece. I know a lot of people can manifest without doing this part, and it's awesome, but why not as a witch, as an occultist, as a practitioner, if you are one, to use your energy work and put energy work into your vision board, just like any other piece of working. At this point, I will bless each photo, and as I'm arranging it, I will put my affirmations into it. I'll speak my words of correspondence into it. I will really put my prayers in, just like I would with any type of candle spell or with any type of sachet, and either that be that with digital or physical. Physical is a little easier where I'm able to physically, tangibly touch it, but I've been known to also make sigils. Sigils are one of the things that I'm obsessed with in my practice, and I have been making digital sigils for a little while, and as of lately, a friend of mine has given me a couple ideas on how to make them even easier and more beautiful. So I've been making digital sigils and hiding them under the images of some of my digital pictures, and then some of them will peek through so that the vision board will be manifesting based on the sigils that I've charged and activated digitally and or physically on my vision board. And that is basically how I create my vision board. I really put my heart and soul into it. And it's not just throwing photos onto a surface and calling it a day. So today I wanted to talk about a little bit of what I want to manifest going into the new year, and I'm hoping at the end of the year that I'll be able to review this manifestation board with you along with my manifestation box that I'm doing, and be able to compare the two. I'm gonna have two different types of manifestations in different types of manifestation themes, I guess. So I'll have one sector of my life that I really want to focus on in a digital and or physical pin board or vision board, and then the other one is going to be in my manifestation box that I'm trying for the first time, that I discovered off of Ivy the Occultist channel, and she does this manifestation box every year and then just lets it manifest and accumulate its abundance through over the year and just never touches it until the end of the year. So I'd like to do both of those things and be able to compare the contrast between the two and see which one I really like. I feel like this year for myself is going to be a year of really getting down to the true science of my witchcraft and my occultism, and really creating a science out of it to figure out what is the most effective way to go about my manifestation and my magical practice at large. So I'm very excited for that. So for myself, a few things that I'm wanting to manifest is working with a sun god. A sun god, for me, this is a huge thing because I have not worked with a male deity in years, since I left Christian upbringing and all that stuff, and I have not touched it. I still believe in the Christian God, and as well as all other deities, and believe in all deities, I guess. I'm not sure what you would call that, but I I want to dive back into working with the masculine a little bit, alongside working with a different type of feminine energy for myself. So I'm very excited for that. So I'll be diving into working with Apollo as a offering to Artemis. This is something that I had come to mind last year before all the stuff that in my life that kind of turned things upside down happened. And this is like an offering to her, as well as one to myself, to help connect to them. And I feel like this is the year of embodying everything, my masculine and my feminine. I feel like last year and the year before, I was very into embodying the feminine archetypes and going into the darkness of my soul and all of this, and trying to process just like the things that were blocking me from going deeper. And now this year, I'm hoping to be able to go into the physical manifestation of embodiment and be able to get really in touch with the divine masculine and with my creativity again, and allow that to be abundant and flowing. Maybe touch back into some of my magical musical musings that I've missed so much, clear my throat chakra that I've been working on for years, and finally have that clear. Magically speaking, also another manifestation I'm hoping to do is to help open up my psychic abilities a lot more. I've found that I've been so closed off, and every once in a while something will pop open again, and then I will kind of like squirrel on back and be like, no, I'm not super ready for that yet. And I've decided I really am ready. I really do want that. I want to be a channeler even more than I am now. I want to be able to do some type of physical healing for others and for myself. And I'm hoping to get into more like magical healing classes. I would hope to do some more Reiki classes. I have just done the very basic ones on my own, not a class, but more of just exercises from a book that I started. But I would like to get like the healing certifications through that as well. And a few manifestations that I've already spoke on last year is to bring my magical occult shop into reality. So I'm hoping, I'm not gonna have a set date yet, but I'm hoping towards summer 2024, end of summer 2024 is when I'll be hopefully launching my occult shop. At least just a small collection of what it will eventually be. And I'm very excited about that. And I'm also hoping to start manifesting working with a dark goddess of like the underworld, to be able to start working into the underworld and really working through my shadows and working through the astral, all that kind of thing. Those things I'm really wanting to get really deep into. I've touched and grazed the surface of a lot of these things over the years, but I would like to really get heavily deep into it. As many of you may know by now, if you've seen Ivy the Occultist's 12 Days of Yule challenge that she started this year, I got up to day 4, but in one of the videos, one of the prompts was, you know, like a year in review kind of thing. And I had reviewed where I feel like my occult practice was in the last year. And I mentioned that I did want to start diving into more of like shamanistic like practices and really discovering some of my indigenous cultural practices and diving into those. So those are all the magical things that I'm hoping to manifest. On top of that, in like the money sphere of things, I'm hoping to manifest my occult shop and just have that to be successful and being able to flourish on its own without being too difficult, to be able to help service people that are wanting my creations and really be able to dive into that with my creativity again and allow it to just become what it is and let it to be another piece of art on the face of the planet that I'm able to create. And I think that's all I really want to share right now. I feel like maybe I can go deeper into that in another video, but I I love you all so very much, and I thank you for sitting down with me today. These are the tips and the tricks that I have when I am doing my vision board, and I hope you all loved the video and decide to do a vision board of your own. And if you do, definitely tag me on all the socials so that I'm able to see it at rhiannonharvest, and then I will definitely be able to look into your beautiful creations and wish you the best energy towards your manifestations. Vision boards truly are a magical tool that I am going to be carrying into this new year, 2024. And I feel like 2024 is going to be a year of manifesting things into the physical. And I feel like I even touched on a few videos back, stepping through the Lion's Gate, I feel motivated more than ever to bring my lioness energy into the play of this year and just go full throttle and stop holding myself back, even if it's scary. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Let me know if you do your vision board and create it in. Did you do Mag Podget? Did you do it in your diary? Did you do it in arts and craft, art style witch vibe? Or did you just do it on your Notion template like me, on your phone? Or did you print them out? I also like to print them out. I might do both this year. Anyways, before I continue to ramble, because I'm starting to feel a little burnt out, I'm gonna let you all go, my loves. I love you all so very much, and I'll check you out in my next video very, very soon. I'm hoping to upload a couple times a week now. So I have to go and go film my second video for this first month of 2024. It's actually kind of insane. And let me know what you want to see going forward. I would love to know. I'm hoping to just be a little bit more creative and a little less rigid in my video creations and give you guys more inspiration. So if you like more inspiration style videos, let me know and I'll create more of those. That's all for today, my loves. I'm gonna go film the next video for you guys for this week. Secret, it is all on sun magic inspiration. So let's get you all started and ready to go for summer 2024. And we will see you in the next video. Bye!
When I go with confidence, when I go we roll our hips and take a sip on it, take a trip on it. When I go, you can